Good day. I'm presenting tourism design and feasibility. And under this course, we shall tourism entrepreneurship and innovation as a topic under tourism design and feasibility. Globally, tourism depends on abilities of individuals, entrepreneurs to be precise, in identifying investment opportunities, business opportunities around them, and also to be able to convert their innovation, creativity, ideas into business ventures, enterprises that are profitable. At the end of this topic, you should be able to identify nature of tourism, comprehend tourism innovation and creativity. You should also be able to differentiate between tourism entrepreneurship and entrepreneur. And lastly, comprehend qualities of tourism entrepreneurs. Let us consider nature of tourism. Tourism has been recognized as a source of employment creation and revenue generation throughout the world. Today, tourism products vary from one region to the other, from one continent to the other, from one country to the other. However, some of the products can be named as conference and business-based tourism, whereby people travel to one place or to another destination in order to attend conferences or for business purposes. It could be because of wildlife tourism. Wildlife consists of visiting forest or zoo to experience wildlife activities. Then there is another one called ecotourism. Ecotourism is similar to wildlife tourism. However, ecotourism extends to nature, such as going to mountains, bar beach, and so on and so forth. We also have resort-based tourism and as well as community-based tourism. Community-based tourism is a kind of tourism whereby the locals invite visitors to visit their own community in order to enjoy their local tourism products. And the locals also provide accommodation for the tourists throughout their stay. There are factors influencing tourism from one region to the other. Some of them are influence and power, underdevelopment, the inability to meet tourist demands. These factors are actually affecting tourism. Some nations have been categorized to be underdeveloped or less developed or developing, whereby tourists coming from developed nations might not be able to really have facilities that they have in their own country or in their own continent in these other parts of the world. As a result of that, tourist tourism business owners might not be able to meet their demands. And these factors are really affecting tourism. Now, the next slide will contain activity 1, and you'll be given some seconds before we proceed to the slide after class activity 1. Now, tourism demand. This is the relationship between person's motivation to embark on journey and ability to accomplish it. That is, tourism demand has to do with an individual's desire to move from one place to the other, and also having ability to accomplish it, ability to achieve that, ability to move from that is generating area to the destination. There are factors affecting tourism demand. One is cost and time determinants. Another is seasonal differences and also political factors. Cost of the products can affect the demand of a tourist. If the cost is not affordable, the tourist will not be able to pay for the product or move to the destination. So cost is a very important factor affecting tourism demand. Seasonal differences. We have different seasons, festive periods, and so on and so forth all over the globe. Therefore, the season here in the destination, if it's not going to be favorable, the tourist might not come to that environment at that particular point in time because of the season, because of the period. And as a result of that, security, safety, and net considerations are also affecting tourism demand. If there are security challenges or environmental safety issues, it will definitely affect health of the tourist. And because of that, the demand for that product in that particular area might not be accomplished by the tourist. There are various types of tourism demand. One is actual demand, another one is no demand. There is also suppressed demand and substitution of demand. All these types of demand, they are what a tourist can consider or face when making inquiry about a tourism product in a particular destination. There are different forms of tourism business. One is the voluntary tourism business, the private sector tourism business, and the public sector tourism business. The voluntary tourism business is otherwise called not-for-profit business. The private sector consists of tourism businesses that are profitable. That is, in this sector, we find tourism business owners who are into tourism business for profit making. Then the public sector consists of government or destination management organizations. Their own duties are to provide infrastructure and public utilities that will make the destination uh, bearable for the tourists and also for tourism business. We have tourism entrepreneur and entrepreneurship as the next point of discussion. Tourism has become a sector experiencing constant change and innovation or on daily basis. However, the sector depends on entrepreneurs because entrepreneurs are the ones that can identify tourism business opportunities, investments, businesses, and so on and so forth. They can also turn ideas into profitable businesses. That is why they are part of private sector. They also provide diverse products that can absorb tourism consumption and also how it changes. However, the success of the sector relies on the creativity, innovation, vision, and business skills of entrepreneurs. So entrepreneurs, they are very, very important when we are talking about tourism products and tourism industry as a whole. Now, tourism innovation and creativity. Innovation is the most trending term in the industry today, all over the world, and it is used to explain the behavior of enterprises in tourism sector. However, it involves the ability to create and to comprehend all the forces in the work environment. There are different kinds of tourism innovation and creativity. It can be that of introducing a new product or opening a new market for a particular product outside the present location. It can be in form of improving the existing standard in order to make sure that the products are offered better to the customer than what is being offered now. It can even be introduction of a new production method, that is changing something like standard operating procedure, the process, the method of offering a particular product. Now, what is tourism entrepreneurship? It is referred to as the willingness and ability of an individual to seek out tourism investment opportunities, establish and run a tourism enterprise successfully. Mark the word successfully. It is easy to really establish a tourism business, but it is not easy to maintain that business successfully. Looking at it from the area of human resource management, financial management, credit management, customers management, and so on and so forth. So therefore, the willingness and ability to seek out investment opportunities, businesses must be complemented with running that enterprise successfully. There are features of tourism entrepreneurship. The basic features of tourism entrepreneurship include fair education, past experiences, very, very important, frugality, ability to be able to spend money wisely. Who is a tourism entrepreneur? As we all know, we have four factors of production, which include land, labor, capital, and entrepreneur. Entrepreneur begins a tourism commercial enterprise involving financial risk. You must know that. Is also in charge of planning and recruiting human resources for the business. He organizes, directs, and controls tourism business for the attainment of set goals. Goals that will be set must be smart, must be specific, measurable, achievable, realizable, and also it must have a time bound. So it is the duty of an entrepreneur to make sure that the goals are achievable and be able to achieve them at the end of the period. Coordinate the other factors of production. He is in charge of coordinating every resource, every factor, every machine, every facility in the business. Even though he might employ people to come and manage one section or the other, one department or the other, but he is the overall manager of the business. As a result of that, he's the one that also invests resources into the business. Activity two. We've now come to the end of this topic. We've been able to discuss nature of tourism. We have looked at tourism demand, tourism innovation and creativity, as well as entrepreneurship and entrepreneur. We've been able to draw distinction between entrepreneurship and entrepreneur and also understand basic functions of our tourism entrepreneur. Happy viewing.